I gotta fix my balls. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Sway channel. That's right, welcome to the channel where I get... Wait a minute, I'm not alone right now. Where we give you our absolute honest opinion and we don't give a damn how you feel about it. Yes, it's me, it's Sway, and I'm sure you saw the last video we posted, which is a while ago. Yes, I am married. The Sway is married, y'all. Sway is married. But Sway, I didn't know you were dating anybody because that was nobody's business, okay? I don't share my personal stuff like that. Okay, this channel is where we talk about a lot of things, but I don't necessarily share too much personal information. So, many of you know her as Miss Haley, or Ms. Haley. When we first did, what was it, 2 years ago? We did our first interview.
Yep.
And you were dating somebody else at the time. And then...
Frankly.
yeah. And then you came back last year. The video didn't pop up until earlier this year, to be honest with you. Until after that ceremony we did.
Yeah.
But we did a video last year. And I did share it with some people last year. Okay? Where I announced. And what? Now you're here.
Now I'm here.
Now we're gonna be doing this me and you every time, right?
Yep.
Good. I'm tired of doing this shit alone. But before we get started, because that's a little banter. Before we get started, as always, don't forget to make a comment, hit like, hit the subscribe button, press the notification icon, so you can be notified of every time that we post a video. Now, what the hell is a notification icon? That's easy. You press the subscribe. You see that little bell? You press it, right? You press it until the little bell goes ding. This is where you're supposed to come in and go ding. Anyway, as always, we have our trusty Coke and our trusty smoke. She started before me, so. Alright, so there's a lot of things that we can comment on. There's a lot of things we can talk about over the past couple years. You know what I mean? One thing that we are not going to be talking about is the past relationship stuff. It's done, is over with. It was pretty much peaceful. Yeah, pretty much peaceful, except for some immature stuff here and there by the other person. But
This, that, and the other.
Yeah, regular shit that everybody deals with. Outside of that, I mean, it's been we literally we celebrated 1 year of just being together the other day. About a week ago, right?
Yeah.
No, about a week ago we celebrated 1 year of just being together, not just best friends alone, or or best friends flirting or anything like that. It's best friends to get, no, we're still best friends. You're still my best friend.
You're mine.
I think that's one of the wonderful things about like marriage and everything. It's like it's like me saying you're my best friend for life, my forever best friend, my forever Valentine. But yeah, no, it's crazy because I need to get my cigarette going real quick.
I mean, not only that, but just knowing that you always have your best friend with you every day. 24/7.
Yeah. I fucking love it. I love it. And it's just one of those things, you know, it's like, you know, last year, it was a big step for us. You know, because we both went through a lot of shit. We both went through just hell and back, you know, and again, we're not going to be talking about certain things, but it's just the fact that last year we both got a fresh start that we wanted, away from the bullshit, away from the drama, away from the negativity. Not completely, but enough. You know what I mean? Where where we could be happy, and with the fact that we found each other, it just means a lot, you know. And if you go back into the other video, you know, that we made, different location on this, shit, it's just been wonderful, you know. This has been the best year ever, you know. I haven't been that. This is, and I keep telling you this, babe, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life, you know. And yes, we have our disagreements like any other couple,
exactly,
you know, but I wouldn't have them with anybody other than you.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
So, enough of the lovey-dovey stuff. What are we going to talk about today? What do you want to talk about, sweetheart?
Actually, I would actually like to talk about, I was thinking Walgreens.
Walgreens, everybody's pharmacy that everybody starting to hate. Yeah. So what can we talk about Walgreens, my love?
Well, the fact on how they could be rude, disrespectful.
By the way, this is not every Walgreens, okay? We're not lumping them all together. We're just saying there are specific Walgreens that not only we've dealt with, but other people have dealt with that we know about. On top of, we've done a lot of, you know, research on this topic, and you can look up a lot of stuff online where a lot of people are going to be saying the exact same thing that we're going to say. So go right ahead, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Basically, where it really stems and where it comes down to is the fact that when it comes to medications, whether it's a full medication or partial refills or whatever, if you have a partial refill, okay, legitimately that you are entitled to get, the pharmacist cannot withhold your medication, whether if the insurance just can't pay for it at that moment, there's paying out of pocket. Now, if you are able to pay out of pocket for your own medication, you should be able to get your own damn medication paying out of pocket. Not for them to sit there and tell you, oh, well, I don't feel comfortable giving out your own medication if you're paying out of pocket.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know, and this goes into what I recently went through, on top of other people that have gone through this, you know. And again, it depends on the pharmacist within the Walgreens, what have you, where there was an issue because I needed to leave town. And I need to get my medications because by the time I come back, you know, let's put it this way, I you know, it was a partial refill, and I was gonna run out of medication way before I came back into town, and I let them know that. So I needed, you know, and I didn't care if I paid out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and it's happened before, especially with you know, with what I do. With what I do, you know, it's like sometimes I have to leave the state for something, and I'm like, hey, look, I gotta leave the state. And I need my medication because by the time I can get, I'm not gonna be able to come back at this point. And I was like, I'll pay for it out of pocket, and and I get it because of certain things with the insurance at the time, or whatever. But I was like, fine, I'll pay for it out of pocket. I don't care. These are my medications that I need in order to be able to work, to be able to just function every day. And, pharmacists had no issue with it because, hello, they're prescribed to me by my doctor. I'm not going to have enough, especially leaving town. So, in this case, the pharmacist, and I doubt it was the pharmacist, I think it was a pharmacy tech. See, there's a difference between the pharmacist and the pharmacy tech. And usually you don't speak to the pharmacist. You usually speak to a pharmacy tech unless you ask for the pharmacist.
Exactly.
So I'm assuming this was a pharmacy tech. And he was like, well, I don't feel comfortable dispensing out your medication. Now, I get a shitload of medications and, from pain medication to this, that, the other. And, again, I've never had an issue. Now, I'm being polite. And if the guy hears me, if he's watching this, and you want to get the audio recording of it all, you will see I was never rude to you. Now I can understand if the guy was having a bad day, type of deal, but don't take it out on the next person you speak to. Because I've worked retail. I worked retail for a long time, and even on my worst days, I was not going to treat the next customer like a piece of shit.
I know the feeling because I've worked retail as well. And even when I have my bad days, I've always gone to work with a smile on my face. Mm-hmm. Because you know what? Your personal problems that you have back at home needs to stay at home. It should not follow you to work and then take it on to somebody else who did nothing to you. Or
even if it was a bad customer that he dealt with,
exactly.
or that we dealt with.
Exactly.
Right? We're not gonna blame the next customer over the previous customer. We're not, the customer before this person didn't, is the dick, not the new customer. So why the fuck? Yes, we do cuss on this channel, as you know. Why the fuck are you taking your shit out on me? Well, somebody cussed you out? That's what happened? One of the customers cussed you out? So now you got to take it out on me? What, you didn't get none at home? Didn't get laid? Didn't get no punani? No nookie? Huh?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Shit. Well, too nice. But yeah, no, I mean...
It's bullshit, really.
Yeah. And I want you to think about this, okay? Concerning this personal medication, okay? This medication of mine. I have to drink for a day in order to function. For a day. Okay? And I get it once a month. So that's basically 112 pills a month. I was not going to come back into the States until the day before my new script was going to be sent in. Meaning, I was not going to have enough. Okay? There were 12 that they couldn't give me at the time, which is 3 days worth of medication. So basically, I wouldn't have enough medications for those 3 days because I wouldn't be able to come back until the day before. I wouldn't have anything. So you don't feel comfortable in giving me my medication that I need to fucking function. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
It's the same thing. Like, for instance, like if it was somebody's heart medication, blood pressure medication, it would be the same bullshit if they came out and they're like, oh, well, we don't feel comfortable enough dispensing your heart medication or your blood pressure medication, when a person who is on those types of medications needs to have.
Exactly. It's shit. It's pissed me off, you know? I mean, you know, Walgreens, you gotta do better in finding really good pharmacists and pharmacy techs, not social justice warriors, SJWs, that think that they can do whatever the fuck they want because they're in that position. Okay? How many people? Now, the guy was like, you know, and I wasn't, again, I was not rude to the guy at all. And again, if the guy's watching, listening, you can go fuck yourself. You can go back into the audio. You'll see I was not arguing with you. Now, you decided to change your tone a bit, and I still kept calm. And I was like, and you know, first the excuse of something about there's a shortage of the medication. That's not my fucking problem, dude. That's not my fucking problem due to the fact that I don't make them. That's the problem of the people that make the damn medications. Maybe Walgreens and all the other pharmacies need to get together and shove a boot up their ass. Okay? You are their customer. And you need to get your foot up their ass and tell them, hey, stop the shit, make the meds. Okay? The fucking pharmaceutical industry gets a shitload of money every year. Not just from pharmacies and hospitals and whatever, but from the fucking government to make sure. Okay? Insurance companies, this, that, the other. I mean, from every fucking body. To make sure that they're doing their jobs and making the medications. As it is, the pharmaceutical freaking industry is a corrupt piece of shit. But that's for another day. Now, to this pharmacy tech, and even if it was a pharmacist, you, sir, because it was a guy, you, sir, are a piece of shit. Plain and simple. Okay? Plain and simple. If you did the fucking math, I told you I was leaving on this day. I won't be coming back until this day, which is the day before I'm supposed to get my new script. That means that's 3 days of medications I won't be able to take because you didn't feel comfortable in dispensing it. I don't give a flying fuck if you're comfortable or not. That's not your job to fucking decide who gets what. Your job is to dispense the fucking medication. Now, if it was a situation where, you know, you were my family pharmacist, I've known you for a shitload of years, you knew what I was under, or you had a list of my medications that I was under, and you saw that, okay, this medication is going to counteract this one, then you can, and then your job is to tell me, look, this medication counteracts this one, and it can cause a seizure or a heart attack or whatever. That's another part of your job. Until then, your job is to shut the fuck up, give me the medications, okay? Because I need that shit to function. I can't stand, literally, without that medication, I can't even stand. I can barely fucking walk. And my wife will hear, my wife here will tell you. She's seen me without the damn meds. And she's seen everything that I go through without it.
You can't function without it, babe.
And it's just pissing me off. At the same time, she gets the same damn medication for her own issues. And, you know, and oh my, that's another fucking thing we can go to another day.
Yeah.
But, and you know what, here's the thing though, is that, yeah, we're picking on Walgreens right now. Because Walgreens tends to be the main culprit in this. You know, they tend to be the main problem. Because they're one of the top dogs, if not the top dog, in this whole pharmacy thing. Alright? But it's happened with CVS as well. It's happened with CVS as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, I don't blame Walgreens or CVS themselves.
It's the people.
Yeah, it's the whether it's the pharmacy techs or the pharmacists. You know what I mean? Now, I could understand if it was an insurance issue. But again, guess what? I could pay out of pocket. So can other people. Pay out of pocket. Your job is just to fucking put it in the goddamn bottles and give it to... Because why? It's prescribed by fucking medical professionals who have done all the examinations, all the MRIs, all the fucking x-rays, all the fucking CAT scans, and you name it. And they said, you know what? We can't operate on you, or we can't do this, or we can't do that, so we got to give you these meds.
And it's even just like when it was either my appointment or your appointment, because we had the same doctor, and even our PCP was even saying that they've been having issues with Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
Even the walk-in clinic, when I had to go to get seen at the walk-in clinic, they even said that they're having fucking problems with Walgreens.
Now, it's not just Walgreens, though, remember.
No,
it's that
it's
specific Walgreens.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then, but here's the thing. The Walgreens that were dealing with my medications is a different Walgreens. And then I find out that they've also been having the issues with that Walgreens as well. So it's basically the two Walgreens that are in the town that we live in.
Yeah. No,
that are the issue.
Yeah, and it's like you said, we're not targeting every single Walgreens out there. It's just the two that's in our town that we're having problems with.
Exactly. Now here and then if you go online, right? You go online, you just do a quick Google search, right? Like research the fuck out of it. You'll see that in just many different towns across the damn fucking country having the same issues. And again, it's not Walgreens' fault, because if it was Walgreens' fault, guess what? They'll be having issues in every fucking Walgreens. No, it's just the specific Walgreens, and I break it back down to it's the pharmacists, the pharmacy techs, basically the people that they hire.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to do their damn job right.
And then, of course, they got the corporate backup from Walgreens itself. Mm-hmm. So they think that they're untouchable. So even if you do raise a stink or whatever, you think you think the corporate's gonna do anything? Probably not. Not really. Not unless everybody raises a funky stink. Why do you think Walgreens has been sued over and over again throughout the years by a lot of people? Because that was the only way to make changes happen. And I don't want to have to go fucking sue Walgreens.
Neither do I, but I'm at that point where it's like, you know what? If it keeps happening over and over and over as time goes on, then I feel, you may feel the same way, we may have to. And is it something that we want to do? No, of course not. But they cannot withhold our medications. It's illegal.
It's one of those things that, for me, and you know me, babe. I'm calm as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot to piss me off. It takes a lot to get me going, and there's like 3 things you don't fuck with. Okay? Number 1, my wife. Number 2, our kids. And number 3, our health. Now you're fucking with our health. Our ability to function. Our ability to get through the day. Our ability to just be able to fucking just live. Now you're pissing me off.
Can you give me a cigarette?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Now you're pissing me off.
There's two of us.
Mm-hmm. And people on this channel, they see me. I've been pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I've been pissed off. I've screamed and I yelled. A few times here and there, but it's never been on anyone specifically. It's usually been at situations.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I'm pissed off at a person, place, thing, whatever. A noun. Adjective.
Pronoun.
Right?
Any fucking thing.
Because of the fact that my health and your health is being fucked with.
Yeah.
So. 2 hours later.
Okay. I needed to take a break. Because I was screaming and yelling. She had to freaking grab me by the balls and be like, "Stop! Knock it off!" One of them was straight. No, but
That's right.
Oh yeah. But in all seriousness, y'all. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, y'all. It's ridiculous. When is this shit gonna stop? See, I gotta get some soundproofing now for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's fucking ridiculous, y'all. It's ridiculous. And again, I'm not the only one. We're not the only ones. So, each and every one of you, I encourage you, go to the Walgreens website. Okay? If you're having issues with Walgreens, for one reason or another, go to the Walgreens website. And you send corporate an email. Let's get a big flow of people coming in saying, "Stop the shit." That's it. You know what? I'm calling it the Stop the Shit movement.
I love it.
Hashtag Stop the Shit. Walgreens. Hashtag Stop the Shit. That's it. I'm gonna post it everywhere. Stop the shit. Tag Walgreens and and everything. Stop the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Have everybody post videos, whether it's on X or fucking Threads or Facebook, wherever. Tag Walgreens. Stop the shit. Right, with the hashtag. There you go. That's how we do it.
Yeah, and and it's just like what he was saying. I know for damn fucking sure that we are not the only ones that's going through this shit right now. I mean, how many people out there in the world? And I know damn sure that we're not the only ones going through it.
But just like, let's concentrate here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Walgreens is like worldwide, if I'm not mistaken. They're in the U.K. everywhere. But let's focus on the U.S. real quick, right? Everybody in the U.S. You've been dealing with Walgreens and their bullshit. Come on, all together, write to them. Stop the shit. Hell, you know what? Let's add CVS just for the fuck of it.
Sure.
Because how many people have been dealing with CVS, dealing with the same issue? Again, we're not picking on corporate necessarily. It's usually the individual stores within the pharmacy department itself. And it's usually because of a pharmacy tech or a pharmacist. So let's do this all together. Say, Walgreens, tag CVS, hashtag stop the shit. Everybody give your experiences, talk about it, let them know what you went through, and go from there. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about, my love?
I feel like, that this was like the main topic because honestly, this needs to be put out there and to show people, hey, you know what? If you guys are thinking to yourself, all right, well, why am I the only one that's going through this? You're not. Like I said, we're going through it too. There's other people out there that's also going through this shit. And it's not right, and it needs to be stopped. Because we have rights to our medications. And again, without them, how can we survive? How can we live without them? Especially the people, as I was saying, the one that has heart problems, you know, who has kidney problems, who's got blood pressure problems, like who has seizures, you know, the most important meds that are being withheld from us, and it needs to stop.
I mean, pain medications, everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially within the pain medication thing, you know?
Exactly, that too.
One thing, because I suffer from pain, you know, chronic pain and everything, just like you do. And, like, here in Connecticut alone, okay? Here in Connecticut alone, I mean, there's a shitload of people trying to get their medications. And how many hoops have many of you had to jump through? If you're getting them now, you're able to get your medications. How many hoops have you had to jump through to get your medications just to have some snot-nosed pharmacy tech or pharmacist tell you, I don't feel comfortable?
And it's like you said, it's not their job to feel comfortable or not comfortable or not. Your job is to dispense them and to give them out when they are supposed to.
I mean, you know, doctors, they take an oath to do no harm. You know what I mean? Doctors take an oath to do no harm. I don't know if... I got to check this out. I got to see if pharmacists and pharmacy techs take the same oath. But you know what? They should take the same goddamn oath because they're in the fucking medical field. To do no fucking harm. And when you withhold medication from people, you're doing fucking harm. I mean, the insurance issue, that's another thing, because that's another fucked up system that we could talk about for hours. You know what I mean? But just, let's start off with this. Remember, people, each and every one of you, spread the word, right? Spread the word. Make your posts, put your videos out there on your experiences. Tag Walgreens, tag CVS with the hashtag stop the shit. Enough is enough.
Exactly.
Alright, everybody, so I guess that'll be it for today. What do you think? We good?
I think so.
Alright. So, we're going to try to keep some videos short and sweet, especially now it's just the two of us, and we can just, go off of each other. What do you think we're going to talk about next, babe?
I don't know. You know what? I think the next topic should be about our business. I think.
We can add that in there somewhere.
Yeah.
We could definitely add that in there. Speaking about our business, check out Mercado's tie-dye and accessories on Facebook. The link will be in the description box below. Check us out. We're going to be doing tie-dye. We're starting off with t-shirts. We're going to be going basically from tie-dye to tie-dye t-shirts to hoodies, sweatshirts, what have you. Kind of, the good retro-ness of it all. We're going to be doing a bunch of other stuff, not just tie-dye, but we're starting off with tie-dye. Check us out on Facebook. As things get more updated on whether you're on the websites and online orders and things like that, check it out. In the meantime, on top of that, with all of that, don't forget to check out my other channel, Sway Skits. That's right, check out Sway Skits. The link is in the description below. Check it out. Ever since we've been together, I've added her to skits here and there. It's fun. I'm not just doing comedy anymore. Now I'm adding drama, a bit of everything. We're gonna do some dark humor and some other things. So check out Sway Skits. The link is in the description box below. And let me see what else. What else we got to link up? Yeah, so we got Sway Skits. We got the business. We got that's about it. Oh, on top of it, wait. I've been working on a film. A docu-fiction film. I should be done filming before the end of the year, so I'll let you know whether I'm sending it off to the distributor or if I'm going to do a Patreon page so you can see my films.
Just like all scammers, romance scammers try to scam anyone they can get. As I'm standing next to this local school, I can only imagine how much money has been taken away from the children who attend. I can only imagine how many people fell into the trap and now they can no longer afford a roof over their heads, food to eat, or clothes to wear. The more time they spend trying to scam me, the less time they have scamming another. My plan is to let them think that they have fooled me and make them think that I fell in love with them. Open up, we gotta talk.
Also, oh, one more link. It'll be, if you want to support the work that we do, all the information in the description box below, whether it's through PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, CashApp, whatever, all that shit is down below if you want to support what we do. If there are any topics that you want us to cover, I can't believe I'm doing this. There's an email. And no, it's not our personal emails. It's basically a business email. That will be in the description box below so that we can email us. If there's any trolls that try to email us, go fuck yourselves.
Exactly.
So until then, I'm Sway. This is, you know what? I'm calling you by the nickname. I'm calling you the other one. Hailstorm. And we out. Bye-bye.